The maximum percentage of water absorption of first class brick is limited to 15%. Vacate apparatus is used to determine initial setting, final setting, normal consistency, and all of the above. Mild listing contain carbon up to 0.1 to 0.3%. Mild still contain carbon up to 0.3%. Moment of inertia of circular section is pi d to the power 4 upon 64, whereas of that semicircular is pi d to the power 4 upon 128, which is half of the circular section. Milestone contain carbon, okay, which element? Carbon. Milestone contain carbon up to only 0.3%, even not close to 1%, okay, 0.3%. Which type of chain is mainly used for measuring field in cadastral survey? Gonter's chain. The deflection angle of pentagon is 72 degree. Which type of chain is asked? So Gonter's chain is mainly used for measuring field in cadastral survey. The unit of measurement for steel works in trust and its parts. Okay, basically the unit of measurement for steel works is in quintal. Design of highway is based on axle load, axle spacing, wheelbases, and all of the above. Length of vehicle does not affect width of shoulder. So shoulder is the part where the vehicle does not run. Okay, vehicle does not move in the shoulder, so length of vehicle does not affect the width of shoulder. Exceptional gradients should not be provided in a length more than 100 meter. So in a condition, if you are providing the exceptional gradient, so whether that gradient may be excessive, okay, so that length should not be more than 100 meter. According to Nepal road standard for geometric design of road, equivalency factor for bicycle motorcycle, so bicycle motorcycle equivalency factor should be 0.5. A wall constructed to retain the earth from slippage on the hillside of the roadway. So it is talking about the slippage on the hillside of the roadway. So to protect it, we use retaining wall. Ratio of current assets. Ratio of current assets to current liabilities is known as current ratio. Don't be confused. Just click on the current ratio, which is talking about current ratio and current liabilities. The shear deformation of a soil in a building can cause footing sink, can cause earthing embankment slide, can cause movement of waves. So it can cause all of the mentioned. The maximum shear stress. Tau max for a soil mass is equals to sigma 1 minus sigma 3 divided by 2. Maximum shear stress. Don't get confused that maximum is x, so it should be plus. No. In Kozla theory, the streamlines occurring under a horizontal is shown in the form of ellipse. The streamlines occurring under a horizontal is shown in the form of ellipse. For the water flowing above an impervious infinite horizontal plane, the net flow is given by Casagrande. We are talking about these questions because we want to know that what type of questions are asked in licensing examinations. These may not be accurately type of the questions, but it gives a roadmap of how we should prepare reading studying for the licensing examination. Which points should we more focus and which points should we not give more time? So we are studying these questions. These are, let's say, sample questions. For the water flowing above an impervious, infinite horizontal plane, the net flow is given by Casagrande. The shape of particle size curve, which is represented by the coefficient of curvature. So coefficient of curvature formula is d30 square upon d10 into d60. d30 square upon d10 into d60. Just remember 30 into 2 upon 10 into 60. These are related. A particle size distribution curve gives an idea about type of the soil. Which type of the soil, if you want to know, then the particle size distribution curve is helpful. In the phase diagram, volumes are represented on the left side. If you remember phase diagram, the volumes are represented on the left side. What is the top width of a trapezoidal channel having depth y, side slope b plus 2zy? The Froude's number for a flow in a channel section is on what type of flow is it? It is critical flow. What is the plot between total energy and channel position called as? It is called energy gradient line. The plot of total energy versus the channel position, that is called energy gradient line. What is the function of source tank? It relieves water hammer. Which of the following piles is used to compact loose granular soil? Compaction piles. Compaction piles are the piles which help to compact loose granular soil. Unit hydrograph theory was enunciated by Leroy K. Sherman. Leroy K. Sherman enunciated means first produced unit hydrograph theory. Absolute humidity in air decreases at higher altitudes. Absolute humidity lessens. Absolute humidity gets decreased if we go on higher altitudes. The bending moment diagram of the beam shown in the figure is like this. The beam is a figure like this, and the bending moment diagram of the beam should be a rectangle because there is a point load. No, because there is a moment given. The value of Poisson's ratio always remains less than 1. The Poisson's ratio value cannot become more than 1. It is between 1 and 0. The equivalent length of a column fixed at one end and free at other end is, if it is free at other, then it should be 2L. The rise of parabola curve arc at quarter points is equal to 3/4 times the rise of the crown. The rise of a parabolic arc at quarter points. In quarter points, it is equal to 3/4 times the rise of the crown. The method of design of steel framework for greatest rigidity and economy in weight is known as fully rigid design. It is simple. Plastic analysis, a factor for circular section is 1.697. It should be remembered that for circular section, the shape factor is asked. For circular section, it is greater than 1.5 and lesser than 2, that is 1.697 near to 1.7. Net sectional area of a tensile member is equal to its cross sectional area minus the area of rivet holes. So if you want to get net sectional area, then you should subtract the rivet holes area from the cross section area. The maximum area of tension reinforcement in beam sound exceed 4%. Sound exceed 4%. That should be the maximum area of tension reinforcement in beams. Post-tensioning system. Post-tensioning system is economical for large spans and is adopted nowadays. Post-tensioning system is economical. It is good when the span we are using is large. If the span is lengthy, then the post-tensioning system structure is good. If T and R are trade and rise respectively of a stir, then 2R plus T is equal to 60. 2 into riser plus trade is equals to 60. The steel generally used in RCC work is mild steel. Mild steel, it is generally used in RCC work. Which of the following is the most economical type of arc dam? Constant radius type. Constant radius. The radius is constant type. Arc is the most economical type. Arc dam. The siphons installed over overflow dams constitute what are known as hooded type siphon spillways. Overflow dams constitute what are known as hooded type siphon spillway. In which type of wire energy dissipation takes place? Parabolic wire. In the parabolic wire, energy is lost, energy is decreased, energy gets reduced, or energy gets dissipated in the parabolic wire. On flatlands, what type of canal alignment is used? Watershed canal is used where the area is flat, not slopey. Where watershed canal is used. At which point in the entire canal system the duty of water will be more? The duty of water means the quantity of water, irrigation water, is more in the head of the water course. The main water, the head of the water course. Which of the following factors do not affect seepage loss? Prevailing wind velocity does not affect the seepage loss. Wind velocity has nothing to do with the seepage loss. Francis turbines are the type of reaction turbines. Reaction turbines. Francis turbines are called reaction turbines. Okay. Whereas Pelton turbine is known as impulse turbine. Francis is the reaction turbine. What is the function of booms? It supports the dam. Boom are the structures which give support to the dam. Which of the following is not a requirement? Which of the following is not a requirement for site selection of hydroelectric power plant? Sedimentation is not a requirement for site selection. When you are selecting the site for hydroelectric power plant, then we don't see the area for sedimentation purposes. We don't see the criteria for sedimentation. Truss racks are built for preventing the turbine from ingress of flooding and other materials. In inward radial flow reaction turbine, which is not required, braking jet is not required in inward radial flow reaction turbine. What is the minimum diameter of pipes used for drainage of wastewater? Minimum diameter for outlet of wastewater, the diameter minimum should be 75 mm. Almost 70 cm, lesser than almost 7 cm, the minimum diameter, even lesser than 10 cm. Which of the following wastewater constituents are removed by chemical immobilizations? Phosphorus are the materials which are removed by chemical immobilization in wastewater. Which of the following is the common indicator organism used in the evaluation of wastewater?